Hello friends, I'm Lokesh, your mentor at mentorbuddy.com. We have a question based on analytical puzzles. It says, there are 6 members in a family. Ashok is the only male. One of them is an educationalist. The 6 persons are a lecturer, Sita, Katrina, a writer, a nun, and Priyanka. Katrina is neither a doctor nor a researcher. Neither Ashok nor Pooja is a nun. Neither Ashok nor Reema is a lecturer. What is the profession of Reema? Now, as we can see, this question is based on classification puzzles, wherein the profession of certain people is given along with certain conditions. So we will use these information and conditions to figure out the profession of each and every one. So how do we solve such a question? Let us see. As it is given in the question that there are 6 people, Ashok, Sita, Katrina, Priyanka, Pooja, and Reema. So what we'll be doing is we'll be writing these names along with a small initial: Ashok, Sita, Katrina, Priyanka, Pooja, and Reema. And also there are professions given for them. So there is a lecturer, a writer, a nun, a doctor, a researcher, and an educationalist. So because the names have been written in the column format, I'm just going to put their professions across the horizontal line. So it is a lecturer, an educationalist, a writer, a nun, a doctor, and a researcher. Now based on the information, we are just going to put a cross and a tick. So let us read the equation given in the question. The 6 persons are a lecturer, Sita, Katrina, writer, nun, and Priyanka. Now see, these names along with the professions are given along with a comma. So definitely these names cannot have the professions given their side. So I can say Sita, Katrina, and Priyanka cannot be lecturer, writer, and a nun. So what I do in front of Sita, I'm just going to put a cross. She cannot be a lecturer, she cannot be a writer, and she cannot be a nun. Same is true for Katrina. She cannot be lecturer, writer, and a nun. And the same applies to Priyanka as well. In the next line it is given Katrina is neither a doctor nor a researcher. So if I look at Katrina's information, I say she cannot be a doctor and she cannot be a researcher. The next line says Ashok and Pooja are not nun. So Ashok is not a nun, and the same applies with Pooja as well. The last line says neither Ashok nor Reema is a lecturer. So Ashok is not a lecturer and Reema is also not a lecturer. So this is the direct information which is given to us in this particular question. And what we have done based on the information, we have put the cross sign in front of their names wherein they cannot be having a particular profession. Now let's see if we can find out some more information. If I look at the column of lecturer and I see that there is a cross against Ashok, Sita, Katrina, Priyanka, and Reema. So who is left? That's only Pooja. So definitely Pooja should be the lecturer. In the same way, if I look across the nun, I see that there is a cross against Ashok, Sita, Katrina, Priyanka, and Pooja. So definitely there would be a correct sign against the name of Reema. In the same way, if I look across the information for Katrina, I see there is a cross for a lecturer, for a writer, for a nun, for a doctor, and for a researcher. So who is she going to be? She has to be educationalist. Now this much of information we can find out directly. So let's see what we can do with this information now. Because Pooja becomes a lecturer now, she cannot be an educationalist, she cannot be a writer, she cannot be a doctor, and she cannot be a researcher. In the same manner, if Rima becomes a nun, she cannot be educationalist, she cannot be a writer, she cannot be a doctor, and she cannot be a researcher. And also, if Katrina becomes an educationalist, Sita cannot be, Ashok cannot be, and Priyanka cannot be. And now if you look at this information which is given so far, for a writer, Sita cannot be, Katrina cannot be, Priyanka, Pooja and Reema cannot be. So who is left now? Obviously Ashok. So Ashok becomes the writer now. Now also, if you look across this line, Ashok is a writer. So he cannot be a doctor and cannot be a researcher. So everything that was given and everything that we can find out from our side has been done in the table now. Now what is pending is this, this, this one and this one. Thus we cannot find the profession for Sita and for Priyanka. And also if I look from the profession point of view, who is a doctor we do not know, who is a researcher we do not know. Rest of the information is known to us. So let's see if we can answer this question, which says what is the profession of Rima? If I go across, Rima is in the last line. And what is profession of Rima? It is the nun. And therefore, the answer to this question becomes neither a doctor nor a researcher. She cannot be a writer as well, and thus it becomes none. So therefore, profession for Rima is none. So this is how easily we can figure out the solution of a problem based on classification puzzles wherein profession of people and names are given along with certain information. I hope everyone has understood this. Thank you.